Con bon moi, good evening. Choo-choo trains? Choo-choos? I don't know. That sounds weird. It is I, Loki the Mad Titan, and welcome to a one-off of Sunless Skies Sovereign Edition. I think first thing we're going to do is go back to audio again. I've already turned things down repeatedly. Here, let's try that. Audio is always a challenge. Everything always seems really loud. And I want to be able to hear things, but I also want you to be able to hear me, especially considering not that long ago I did an episode where you couldn't hear me at all. And then I get out here and I feel like the music just immediately starts getting louder. And it's just like a piano smooth jam. It's not even anything that loud. We are going to go into this game 100% completely and totally blind. I downloaded it from Epic. It's currently free. Although by the time this episode airs, it will not be free. So probably 2 weeks ago it was free. It is free. But just a reminder, every Thursday, actually I think it might be Wednesday, every Wednesday or Thursday on Epic, they do put a new game up for free. So be sure to check it out, because sometimes there's some really good and interesting things. But let's jump right into Sunless Skies. Sovereign, I don't know what it means by Sovereign Edition, but whatever, sounds good to me. Oh, okay. If you die, you can only continue with a new captain. If you die, you can reload or continue with a new captain. Merciful, please. Merciful campaign. Okay. More choices I was not prepared for. Aiming assistance, none. Enemy projectile speed, standard. Supply. Alright, aiming assistance, only a few. Player weapons are arc towards target. What are the other choices? Many player weapons arc gently towards targets, making aiming easier. Many player target weapons aggressively towards. Alright, yeah, let's go with. For the first time playing something blind, let's make it as easy as possible. Enemy projectile speed, move at default speed. Enemy projectiles are somewhat slower. Enemy projectiles are significantly slower. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Fuel and supplies are consumed at default rate. Fuel and supplies last longer, making it a little easier to survive. Fuel and supplies last much longer. Alright, so again, yes. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. So is this steampunky or what? Because we got a train. Your locomotive has a horn. You may toot it. It does nothing. 10 out of 10. Game of the Year edition. Toot toot. Ha ha. While this is loading, this episode is not sponsored by Mountain Dew Game Fuel Citrus Cherry. It's probably my favorite game fuel. I have a rather wide variety of dews. Log for Majesty's locomotive, the Orphean, March 14th, 1905. Our expedition to the domains of the dead has been eventful. The Orphan is damaged and grievous needs of repairs and supplies. We are returning in haste to the Reach, where I hope to make the port of New Winchester. May God be with us. For 1,000 deaths wait in the sky. Final entry, Captain Amelia, Charity Whitlock, DCM, written shortly before her death. Woo! Fail Better Games presents. I'm really good at failing. Maybe this series is made for me. Alright, sound effects. Okay. Thrust, brake, steer. On the little train. I was like, what am I looking at? Again, Please bear with me and the learning curve. Please bear with me in the learning curve. I'm gonna turn the audio down even more. Even more. Yeah, like it doesn't sound bad, and as soon as I come out, it sounds loud to me. Screw it. We're just gonna go. No, 10s for everything. All right, maybe 20 for that one. I don't know. All right, that doesn't seem too bad. Okay, so we are a choo-choo train. Legit a choo-choo train. I think I'm gonna have to sneak a peek. First of all, how do I toot the horn? That's the most important thing. I totally don't see where to toot the horn. I'm very upset now. Where's the horn tooting button? All right, so okay. So here we go. This is not what I expected, but I really didn't know what to expect. I can't say I've ever really played. You return to the Reach, an untamed, sunless span of heavens, London's new frontier, a celestial garden run wild. Okay. It's gonna be kind of a problem if they put words up on the screen while my choo-choo train is going. Wait, I can go anywhere? Hold up. Dodge. Okay. That's pretty wild. I can go anywhere. Alright, I mean, this is a driving game? I don't know how good I'm gonna be at this. Probably not very good at all. Okay, so where am I going exactly? Because I can't tell. It's set to dodge. I did the dodging. Oh, I'm on top of this. Okay. Or is there something I'm supposed to be dodging? Are you gonna throw something at me? Your journey back from the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous. Your locomotive was damaged and Captain Whitlock badly wounded. Okay. Where am I going? Up here? Oh my god. Nope. Okay, so we're going around this, I guess? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. As first officer of the crew look to you, the nearest station is New Winchester. Can you get the Orphean there safely? Toggle cruise control. Oh, okay. Alright, so if I hit X, it's just gonna go. Going up now? No. I'm confused about, am I a flying train? Is that what's happening? Because I'm like, how am I a train not on train tracks? But I guess I'm a flying train. Alright, what are these things? Are those good things or bad things? Scavenge is Y. Okay. I just hit Y and then everything disappeared, so I guess that's what I was supposed to do. The Asmodeus. Okay, he ain't looking so hot. Am I scavenging him? The wreck drifts here, less fortunate even than you. We should scavenge her for repairs, a crewman suggests. Oh, okay. The wreck of the Asmodeus. The wreck hangs in the sky, pocketed with recent gunfire. You and the boarding party don your sky suits, garments of wax canvas lined with felt to protect against the cold of the sky. Two of the crew are whispering as they dress. What business did Captain Whitlock have in the Blue Kingdom anyway? Why the devil did we trespass on the districts of the dead? You silence him. Now is not the time. Leap across to the wreck. The gap between the two engines isn't wide, but the endless fathoms of heaven gape beneath it. I mean, it says choose, but there's no choice. So this is my only option. Leading the way, you dump. Dump? I didn't dump. I mean, maybe I'll do that in a little bit, or maybe I did dump because I was that nervous about jumping. You jump and then you dump. Your stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze above you and below. The air of the heavens is thin and torn by unpredictable winds. Then your boots hit the running board of the Asmodeus and your leather-gloved hands fumble for a hold. One of your companions throws you a line and you lash the two engines together. Only then do the rest of the boarding party follow you. One of them forces open an exterior hatch as you clamber inside. Okay, so this is there's a little bit of controlling a vehicle and then story. Now I love lore and I love story, so this is interesting to me. Oh damn. Okay, so we have. Okay, so this is immediately reminding me now of Disco Elysium, which I just did a one-off of. Was that the first one-off I did? No, it was the second one-off that I did. Her interior is cold, unlit, and whistles with wind. Your party lamps spread buttery light over the narrow paneled passages. You make your way towards the hold, stepping over bodies crumpled in the corridor. Unfortunately, your way is blocked. The bulkhead has been mangled inward by a well-aimed barrage. Clear the obstruction away. You locate a length of pipe to use as a pry bar and set to work. This will test your iron skill. Iron is the skill of confronting and overcoming. Overcoming. Your iron gives you a 75% chance of success. Lead your party on a more precarious path. Go back out onto the Asmodeus hole, climb past the blockage, and clear through a window on the far side. Do so carefully. Veils is the skill of deceiving and evading. I mean, we're already here, I guess. I mean, I feel like we failed this. We could still do the other thing, right? So why? Okay. Success! Hooray! Alright, already better than Disco Elysium then, because I failed literally I think I only passed one. And then every other one I did the entire episode, I failed. As you strain against the stubborn steel, you remember an event from a year ago, a boiler explosion that trapped an engineer under a tangle of plating and pipework. The captain was first on scene. You were second. Together, you managed to pry the wreckage upwards enough for you to crawl beneath it, while the captain braced the bar against her back. By all means, take your time, she grunted as you dragged the engineer out. Back in the present, the twisted bulkhead yields. Your companions clear the exposed rubble away. The way is clear. You have reached the Asmodeus hold, a ruin of smashed cargo and spilled supplies. Hopefully, somewhere amidst the detritus, you can find parts to repair the Orpheum and restock your stores. Conduct a thorough search. I mean, that's, again, the only option, so there's not an actual choice. Renewed. You find enough food and gear to restock your supplies and enough spare parts to make necessary repairs to the Orpheum. The food will need to be thoroughly thawed, of course, but you've eaten worse than this, guys. Oh ho! Cries one of your party, prying the lid off a long crate. It holds a cannon, still nestled in straw. Another crewman pulls a battered bird cage from a pile of ruined cargo. Within the cage, something winged and furred opens a sullen eye. You examine your finds. You now have 4 times supplies, and you've gained 15 times whole. New total 29. Okay. The Asmodeus emits a long, juddering creak. Your boarding party exchanged nervous glances. From the chaos of its hold, you have retrieved repairs and supplies, and discovered some useful equipment, a gun that could be mounted on your locomotive, and an educated bat. Interesting. Mount the Jerusalem cannon on the Orphean. Her own weapons were damaged during your flight from the Blue Kingdom. That leaves you vulnerable. You can claim both this and the bat. Oh, that's good to know. Liberate a diffident bat and employ it as a scout. I don't know if we can do both. Well, then we're going to do both. Okay. Fire and Fury. The Cotterell and Hathersage Jerusalem fire single shells to good range, more or less accurately. You order 2 of your party to get it back to your vessel and fit it immediately. The Asmodeus groans again. The structure shudders spasmodically. You now have 1 Jerusalem. I mean, we're going to liberate the bat, too. Probably pushing my luck, but the bat treats its rescue as an inconvenience and immediately begins haggling over pay. I'm sorry, what now? But you offer to put it back in its damn cage and leave it on Asmodeus, at which point it becomes more polite. You doubt it will last. Well, that's why he's a diffident. I get it now. The Asmodeus emits a long okay, wait. We already read that. Oh, so press on to the engine room. You might find more fuel there, but you had better hurry. The Asmodeus is beginning to tear apart. So is it saying that I should not do this? Or is that the bat telling me that? Is that what's happening? The bat's telling me? Is that what the blue is? No guts, no glory, right? Let's do it. Uh-oh. The wreck of the Asmodeus screeches as its metal buckles and tears. You press on through the shuddering corridor, searching frantically for the engine room. Send a smaller party ahead to retrieve the fuel. Go yourself and conduct a hasty search. It's foolish for all of you to go. Send your quickest and lightest to retrieve the fuel while the rest of you return to the Orphean. Hearts is the skill of convincing and enduring, so this is a 50-50 chance we got here. Go yourself and conduct a hasty search. Send the rest of your boarding party back to the Orphean. Go on alone. The mirrors is the skill of investigating and deducing. 50% chance. 50%. That's tough. That's tough. I said I had a lot of bad luck when I was doing Disco Elysium. So 50-50. Yes! All right. In the nick of time, the wreck's engines are choked with old ash. You search swiftly, aware of every creak in the bulkhead, every tremble that runs through the dead locomotive. Finding several sacks of coal, you drag them to an exterior hatch and fling them across to the Orphean before leaping after them. Unshackling your locomotive from the Asmodeus, you stroke your engines. You stoke your engines? Are you doing? I don't know what we're talking about stroking. There ain't no stroking going on here. You stoke your engines and steam away. Restocked, refueled, repaired, and rearmed. All right. Well, that went well. I feel like. Do I have a gun now? I mean, it says I have a gun. I see the gun, but I don't know how to. Oh wait, open the radio menu. Okay. Cool. So we know where the menu is. What am I doing in here though? Okay. So what am I doing here? Oh, so I go up and then I can hit right trigger, and then okay. Now it wants me to open up the chart. This looks like a map to me. Alright, hold on though. So if I'm there, it says like I could have went up this way? Where? I think it's full baloney. I don't see a way to go up that way. Right. I see like one way to go, and that's down. I don't know how to shoot. So I hope that I don't have to fight anytime soon, because I don't know how... Oh, okay, hold on. Press the right D-pad to send your scout for what? What am I scouting? What am I scouting? Alright, I mean, I guess I'll do it just to see what it does. Okay. So, Scout discovered something, so then I have to open up my chart. And your Scout has discovered something in your profile. This records just the hold. Okay. So what? Can we hide the tips for now? Alright, so what did he find? I don't know what he found. What did you find? I don't know what he found. Oh no, and there was just something on the screen. I didn't see what it said. How do I go back and see what that said? Alright, go away. I don't... Okay, so there was something on the screen. I did not get to see what it said. Alright. I don't know of any way to make that come back up on the screen. Whatever was there. Alright, I sent my dude. Uh-oh. Okay, left trigger. Left trigger is fire. Alright, so does that mean I'm fighting? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, can he even get to me? Okay, hold on. Summoned by Captain Whitlock, the walls of the captain's cabins are lined with hodgepodge of curios from across the sky. Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks cover her skin like monstrous brand. When she coughs, coils of acrid smoke pour from her lungs. Inquire after Captain's injuries. Logan with Dr. Tenser. His lips are tight. Approach the bedside. The captain opens her eyes and sees Jordan. She attempts to smile. Sure. The brand. A word of living fire pursued the orphan across the Blue Kingdom. Okay. It caught you just before you passed through the transit relay to the Reach and set its brand upon the captain. It burned itself right through her, the doctor whispers. When I closed the worst of her wounds, I could see the sign is seared into her bones and her organs, judging from her symptoms on the inside of her lungs, too. The captain leans to one side and vomits a plume of fire into a copper bowl. There's nothing the doctor can do. That's pretty wild. Okay, her mouth is blistered from the blue fires that dance on her tongue. While her hand grips your arm, her skin is hot as a kettle. Made arrangements. The Orpheum will be yours. Her voice is just a rasp of burned meat breath. That sounds terrible. But promise, she breaks off to scream a word in a language that was not made for human mouths. When she resumes speaking English, she is weaker. Her requests little more than a gasp. Promise me one last service. Promise her you will obey her last command. Whatever it is, you will see it done. Make no promise. Tell her to rest. She will need her strength. There is a hospital in New Winchester that can help her. Pull away. What if her condition is contagious? Demand to know why she took the Orpheus to the Blue Kingdom. It was folly to visit one of the lands of the dead. Now you are all paying the price. Oh my god. I mean, I want to know what her last command is, so sure. She sinks back relieved. All in my will, she gasps. Be a better. She breaks off as the sigils burned in her bones flare, glowing cherry red through her flesh and skin. Captain and I. The effort exhausts her. She sinks back into the scorched pillows and a twisting, frantic fever. Okay, you take your leave. You have an engine to command. Yeah, I mean, we're about to fight or something, and then all of a sudden we went into this. Other business. You leave the captain and the scorched stink of the air behind and return to the bridge. New Winchester is further than you'd like, and the captain hasn't long left. Onwards! Okay. Can this guy get me? Alright, I feel like I'm about to do a tank fight. Reach Marauder. Like, I don't know. Alright, I guess the only way to find that is to shoot, right? Okay. So I'm gonna have to break the walls down so that way he can come out and fight me? That seems unfair. Alright, come over so I can shoot you. Come over here. Come over here. I'm just gonna come through that gap. Can you? This guy's. Oh, okay. Now you want to go, huh? Did I win? I win! Yay! Can I fit through here? The Reach Marauder is defeated. You prepare to board the buckled wreckage, poised to plunder the plunderers. Behind you, someone is humming a victory song. Raid the remains. The Marauders pillage homesteads and hunt travelers all across the Reach. They often carry stolen valuables. Strip it for repairs. Scavenge the Marauders' plating and components to repair the damaged orphan. At this point, I don't know what's more important. I guess strip it for repairs? Your engineers scour the remains of the Marauder for intact parts. Even before its defeat, it was rusting and rickety. Its plating a patchwork of reclaimed steel and repurposed bronzework, but enough can be salvaged to repair some of the damage to your own locomotive. Now I have 30, so I got one whole thing. Whoopity-doo. Okay. I mean, do we know where we're going exactly? Is this where we're supposed to be going? Oh, that's what the scout discovered. There's something over there. A set of train tracks that doesn't really help me though. I don't know what that is. Okay. No, I guess we'll just keep going. No, it was up over here. I guess we should go see what he discovered. Right? I mean, it only makes sense. I sent them out, and it cost supplies to send them out. Oh, that looks red. Red is normally not a good thing. Is that what he discovered? Like, what is that? Oh, it looks like another train up there. Whoa, what's that noise? Alright, what is this? Can I dock here? Should I dock here? I don't know. Sure. I guess. New Winchester. Oh, they made it sound like it was really far away, and it's right here. Arrive at New Winchester. You coast into the bustle, the din, the soot, and the steam of Wolvesey Station. It is clogged with other engines, scrappy mining locomotives from Lustrum Way, weathered explorers gleaming with frost, sleek company vessels with bright brass fittings. No sooner have you pulled into the siding than a brusque station master bustles over. He requests to come aboard. I must speak with your captain, he insists, brandishing a ledger. The usual formalities. Look to the Orphean's doctor. He has just appeared at your shoulder. His face is solemn, his hat in his hands. He lowers his eyes. Uh-oh, she died. The passing. The crew exchange bleak, wordless looks. The Orphean itself feels suddenly more empty. The station master looks confused. You inform him that unfortunately Captain Whitlock has just passed. Ah, he says neutrally. Sorry to hear that. Very sad, very sad. He waits for what he considers an appropriate minute and a half before continuing. Alas, even amidst tragedy, that cogs of bureaucracy must turn. If Captain Whitlock is deceased, the station authority require their answering from the first officer. He dons a set of spectacles and locates his pen. It will be relatively painless. Name, background, purpose of visit, etc. Shall we begin? Sure. Okay, so that was all like just a straight up basic tutorial. And now we're creating our character. A street urchin. No parents, no laws, no masters, but also no roof over your head, no money, and often no dinner. Freedom comes at a price. You begin with high veils, the skill of evading and deceiving. Alright, so basically it's just going to be like you're going to start with one skill higher than the others, I guess. High iron, high hearts, high mirrors. High hearts again. So I guess if you don't like the poet, then you can go with the priest, which is also high arts, or the Zailer, not a sailor, Zailer. You're robed the mournful, merciless waters of Untersee. Okay. Ministry auditor or revolutionary. I have no idea what would be better, which one would be better than the other, so we'll just go with a soldier, I guess. It seems like that can't be a terrible idea. No, you were a soldier. You served in Her Majesty's military, but how exactly? In her Royal Horse Guard, in the Royal Corps of Engineers, in the Commissariat. Okay, so you served in the Blues, conducting labyrinthine ceremony duties and defending Her Majesty's person. Increases your hearts. Alright, so this is like what, like a secondary skill maybe? And affiliates you with Bohemia. Okay, the mirrors, and it affiliates you with establishment, and veils affiliates you with villainy. Like this one. You were a sapper, a mechanic, an architect, an inventor, all while shells fell and bullets flew. I guess. Choose an ambition. What does winning mean to you? Wealth, fame, the truth. I'm gonna have to go with the truth. Be warned, this is a demanding ambition, best played by a lineage that is already... Alright. So, it's basically like, don't pick this one. This is your first time playing, don't pick this one. Then we'll go wealth, I guess. You want a comfortable retirement, and by comfortable you mean extravagant. Many have made their fortune out among the stars. Many more have failed, broken and lost in the drifting night. Will you be different? Oh my god. Create your captain. There's different hats. This is so weird because it's just a silhouette. What kind of hair do I have? What is this? Term of address. Specialist. My lady. My lord. How do we just go with captain? Oh, there's a lot. There's way more of these than I expected. Holy Moses! It's just captain. If I'm the captain, then let's just do captain. Oh my god. Sure, we'll be bald. We'll be bald. I mean, that's kind of a ridiculous hat, but. Oh my god. Yeah, no hat. Brow? Ah! No! What just happened? No! Oh my god. Alright, so, like, 12 makes it look like we're wearing glasses, but the rest of them are just weird. Oh, what it... Alright, at least I have an eye in that one. Let's sue. All these noses are terrible. Alright, is that like the most normal nose? It's a little pointy, but... How many chins are there? Hey, he's got a beard! He's got a beard! That's probably the one I'm going with, just because he had a beard. Let's just go back to the beard. I don't want to be in here forever. There we go. A beard and a mustache. Outfit? I mean, what? Oh, okay. I don't know. You can't even see his beard in that one, so we're not choosing that one. There we go. I don't know anything about the military. Two stripes, Captain? Ross, why Ross? Yeah, can we not do Ross? There we go. Just Loki. You did it all for the Loki. How do I get out of here? Enter? Alright. Continue. I was a soldier in the Corps of the Royal Engineers and I want wealth. Sure. Let's do it. Three weeks have passed. This morning, Captain Whitlock received a simple memorial service. Her body was consigned to a necropolis train bound for the Serene Mausoleum. Now you sit with a handful of her relatives in the threadbare offices of her solicitors, and methodical notaries reading the will. The captain was wealthy once, but squandered her capital on mysterious expenses before her expedition to the Blue Kingdom. Listen to the end. Captain's relatives, from whom she was mostly estranged, are clearly wondering why you are here. To her word, true to her word. In a final codicil? I don't know that word, honestly. The notary announces, Captain Whitlock confirmed that possession of the Orphean was to pass to its first officer. He peers at you with dry, gray eyes. This includes a certain black box contained in the Orphean's hold. Captain Whitlock's final request was that, at a time of your choosing, You transport said box to an address in London. He hands you a address card and deposit it there. You're not to look inside. She gave no explanation. And that's it. You're the captain now. The Orpheum is yours. Captain Whitlock's legacy. You can investigate the black box at New Winchester. You could take the box to London as requested, or you could sell it and be done. You're bequeathed a large black box which once belonged to Captain Whitlock, and now I have 1,000 coins. Onwards! Okay. Wolvesey Station, the clamoring central station of New Winchester, a place of steam and smut and thundering iron. Here you can find people willing to pay for a steel captain's service. Explore the city, the smoggy, clinking, ringing, stamping, thronging, frantic heart of the Reach. Recruit the innocuous driver. I specialize in test driving, but I'm looking for something quieter. Okay. An opportunity. The fastidious inspector. Excuse me. Investigate the black box. Captain Whitlock left it to you in the hold of the Orpheum. Repair your locomotive. The engineers at Wolvesey Yards claim they can repair anything. Hire on your crew. Your voyages have grown perilous of late. Ambition, wealth. It's not enough to be rich. You must be seen to be truly, lavishly, importantly wealthy. I don't know. Explore the city, I guess. The smoggy, clinky... Oh, we already read all that. The ever-expanding port of soot-smudged glass and bright steel spilling across a drifting, mist-wrapped archipelago. Its factories thunder, its engine sheds ring with hammers and hiss with steam. Locomotives chug into sidings for repairs or flare across the sky and away into the high wilderness. An opportunity. Learn about trading. Successful skyfarers fund their expeditions by dabbling in trade. Inquire whether there are any good trading opportunities available. Visit The Promise of Days, a club where seasoned captains gather to trade stories and share advice with younger skyfarers. Inquire about the Winchester War. How goes the war? Trading, I guess. On the Pedal Trail, a porter at the station advises you to visit the nearby pub, The Promise of Days. Well, I mean, we're going to go there anyway, I guess. And talk to the seasoned captains there. They keep their ears to the ground. They'll know about an opportunity or two. Visiting The Promise of Days is one of the options when exploring the city. Yes, I already know that. Inquire about the Winchester War. A slow-burning war for the Reach forms the backdrop to daily life in New Winchester. Citizens wishing to keep up with the developments in the war turn to the New Gazette. It is famously the only newspaper worth reading in New Winchester, as well as the only paper that hasn't bankrupted itself. Its quality speaks for itself. Here you can read about the progress of the war, check your reputation with the factions, and who currently controls the Reach. Read about the current political situation in New Gazette. Search Gazette for your name. Read about the latest news in the Gazette. Alright, we'll go one at a time, I guess. A careful analysis of the balance of power in the Reach. You will learn who currently controls the Reach. The lay of the land. The Assembly runs New Winchester from Victory Hall and seeks to strengthen its hand in the Reach. London's proxy, the Windward Company, however, maintaining a considerable presence in the Reach. Although New Winchester is still neutral ground, tensions are mounting within and without the port. Okay. Are they talking about you? What are they saying? You will learn about your reputation with the Tacites and the stovepipes. You are not mentioned by name, but a derogatory type of you. I don't know that word either. Degario type? of you appears in the society pages. Apparently, you are a bellwether for those wishing to adopt a tacky look. Okay. The food columnist, the husband of the well-known Woodward company board member, has named several new recipes after you. They are not nice recipes. Alright, so long story short of this, I suck. Or they think I suck. Why is this one red? Thundering reports straight from the front lines. Read about the latest news in the New Gazette. Learn about recent developments in the Winchester War. Oh, it's red because I can't choose it. Okay. So... yeah, let's go to the Promise of Days, I guess. What in the world is that guy wearing on his face? Is he Zorro? Old pistons gleam on the walls. The shelves are crowded with mementos from across the sky. The clientele raise their voices to be heard above the comforting clamor of the adjacent engine yards. You may find helpful advice here. Introduce yourself to the seasoned captains. They are always happy to offer words of advice, sometimes many words. Instructions. 4 are gathered at their usual table. The masked citizen, a libertine polymath, and pioneer of the neo-nocturnal artistic school, the bedeviled didact, a scholar haunted by his discoveries, the plucky baroness, explorer, collector, philatist, and spatchcocker Meg, who hunts monsters. Holy Jesus, they're really testing my reading skills here. I mean, I know I'm not the best to start off with, but they're throwing a lot of crazy words at me here. Of course, everything out there is jolly dangerous, says the Baroness. Few risk the skies, so news of distant ports is valuable. Collect port reports from the places you visit and deliver them to Victory Hall or Company House. The more you turn in at once, the more they'll pay. Look for opportunities on the way, advised masked citizen. Passengers who want transport, rich men in need of bloody work, etc. Okay. Ask them how to make your fortune through trade. Between them, they've carried Navarrete gemstones from Eleutheria, souls to the Blue Kingdom, and raw hours to London. Have they tips? Aye, the didact says, fiddling with his innumerable talismans, an essential topic. Meg slides you a stool, and the captains shuffle around to make room. The masked citizen buys you a drink of their own invention. It's a violet and foggy. The plucky baroness gives you a brisk, encouraging grin. Ask away. Ask about markets. Ask about prospects. A trading opportunity. Ask them if they know of any good prospect. If they know a good prospect available. In point of fact, I do, says the masked citizen. Okay. How can I buy and sell goods? Fundamentals. You can sell practically anything at a big trade hub like New Winchester, the Baroness says. If you want to buy, though, you'll need to travel to more distant ports, each specialized in particular export. Meg spits chewing tobacco onto the floor. That's nasty. No money in buying at market prices and selling them at them too. You want to look for bargains or prospects of people offering better money. Buy cheap, sell dear. You can sell, not buy, any trade good at a major port. Lesser ports each sell a single good. You can see what a port exports by selecting it in your chart. Where might you learn of these opportunities? The Masterson sips their drink. The biggest port in each region has a bazaar where captains do business. There you'll learn of people at other ports prepared to pay over the odds for a commodity. When you accept the commission for a prospect that's yours, no other captain will pursue it. It is fantastically civilized. Their smile is droll. You'll have to source the goods yourself, of course, says the bedeviled didact. Find a port that exports them. The client will want a certain amount. You can supply more or all of it, but if you provide all they need, they may furnish you with an additional reward. Accept prospects and bazaars at major ports. You can accept up to 4 at once. You may review and abandon them on the locomotive screen. You know what this feels like at this point with all this information? Like when you're going to play a board game for the first time that you've never played before and you're reading all the rules and it seems amazingly complicated and confusing. That's where I'm at right now with this. A trading opportunity. Asked them if they know any good. Okay, did I? Oh, I didn't do this one. Okay, in fact I do. Says the mass citizen, tapping an elegant finger on their elegant glass. I take another drink. My mouth's getting dry from all this reading. An opportunity. The host of Magdalene's needs an urgent delivery of seeds, paying a pretty penny too. If I were you, I'd get the bazaar straight away. Put my mark against it. Meg grunts. Broker in Port Avon is selling cheap seeds. Chirpy chap. God knows why. His face looks like it's been pushed through a mangle. An opportunity. Port Avon lies to the north of New Winchester, and Magdalene's lies to the southeast of New Winchester. Accept this prospect from the bazaar if you haven't already. Then buy seeds from the bazaar at Port Avon and sell them at Magdalene's. Okay, I mean that seems relatively straightforward. Ask about bargains. Where can you buy goods cheaply? Bargains. Spatchcocker. Med wipes beer foam from her lip. Now, where this busy deals are snapped up too fast here. Visit the bazaars at quieter ports. Can find all sorts. Limited supply, mind. A bargain won't hang around forever, though, the Baroness confides, steadfastly ignoring Meg's manners. So don't hang about. If you've space in your hold, snap them up. You can always sell them at a major port for an adequate return. Find bargains at any minor port's bazaar. Bargains have finite supply and duration. Oh my god, there's still more. Ask how to expand the prospects and bargains available to you. How to put it delicately, is there perhaps a way that a resourceful captain could prejudice circumstances in their favor? I mean, that is an interesting question. Nepotism. Meg laughs, a noise like a sneeze crossed with a ricochet. It ain't who you is, it's who you know, ain't it? Nepotism. She taps her broken nose. Quite, the masked citizen remarks. The wider your circles, the more advantageous the opportunities that will present themselves. A wise captain makes the most of them. As your captain increases in level, your affiliations increase. Academy, Bohemia, establishment, and villainy. They will unlock new, more rewarding bargains and prospects. Affiliations allow your next captain to inherit certain reserves should the unthinkable happen. I've heard enough for now. Go elsewhere. Okay. So investigate the black box? Captain Whitlock left it to you in the hold of the Orpheum. Her will described it as only as a black box, a description you consider to be an unhelpful understatement. It is a casket of black basalt, longer than you are tall, unadorned, with a single small recess that contains a keyhole. The thing must weigh most a ton. It stands upright in the corner of the hold, where the crew have pushed it out of the way. Consider what to do with it. Captain Whitlock had a specific request. Whether you obey it is up to you. Try to remember when Captain Whitlock acquired the box. It was the subject of speculation among the crew. Examine the box. It has the dimensions of a sarcophagus plundered from the tomb of some forgotten prince of Egypt. Sell the box as a curiosity. Alright, then there's options down there that I can't do. So, consider what to do with it. Sure. The last request of Captain Amelia Whitlock was for the box to be transported to a specific address in London. Alternatively, you could perhaps find someone willing to purchase it as a curiosity. If you knew what was inside, you might be able to command a higher price. Preparations. Captain Whitlock had it brought on board just before your ill-fated expedition to the Blue Kingdom. It was empty then, you know, because you saw the lid and the box carried on board separately and assembled in the hold. It's not empty now. It is sealed and even heavier than before. But you left for the Blue Kingdom shortly after the box was delivered and made no stops on the way, so whatever is inside the box now, Captain Whitlock found in the Blue Kingdom. Closed fast. There are no carvings or inscriptions on it. The joint where the lid meets the body is too thin to admit even a knife blade. There are no holes by which light or air might find their way in. It is impossible to see inside without opening it. Even the keyhole has been engineered in such a way to prevent peeking. The recess with the keyhole, though, as far as you can determine, that is more recent addition to the box. The stone has been drilled and chiseled away to create a space for a modern metal lock. Alright, I mean... they detonate the lock with an explosion? That sounds like a wonderful idea. Alright, so hire a crew? Your voyages have grown perilous of late. Numbers and morale are lower than they were. Today, New Winchester is abuzz with rumor. A famous tackety captain has turned tail and fled back to London, promised a generous pension and a full pardon in exchange for selling secrets. His crew are loose and under a cloud of suspicion. Will they ever find work again? Hire some of the turncoat's crew as a replacements. No one else will have them for the cost of around the promise of days. They're yours. Sure, I guess. A fresh start. Initially, the crew members are suspicious. They think you might be a journalist from the Gazette. Still, they're happy to drink on your coin, and as the night progresses, their reserves vanishes. When they arrive at your engine the next day to sign the papers, they come with headaches and nausea and the last of their things. They go to their berths ready to make for the stars again. An occurrence. Your crew quality is now 10. Yeah, yay, I guess. Repair my locomotive? I didn't think my locomotive was damaged. I mean, I only have 100 sovereigns, right? So, fully repair your hull. I can't select either one of these, so I only have the option to leave. I don't know what's in here. Well, I certainly can't do that. Recruit the incautious driver. I specialize in... I already read that. Well, I didn't read all of it. The driver indicates a crashed engine still smoking like that without the screaming. Officer require a sign-on fee. What harm can it do? This will get you a chief engineer who will increase your iron by 6, your hearts by 2, and your affiliation, I don't know why I said affinity, establishment by 1. Alright, I guess. Driver boards, eager to get started. I recently parted ways with the Windward Company. They explained, personally, I think a crash a week isn't so bad. They disagreed. Oh well, live and learn. Oh. So he cost 20 sovereigns. Alright, so we have an opportunity. Excuse me, the fastidious inspector. Excuse me, Captain. A woman pushes through the crowds towards you. She's short, square-shouldered, in a neat black suit and polished shoes. She shows you the case of her pocket watch. It's embossed with the crown and hourglass of London's horological office. The body responsible for ensuring time is consistent across the empire. I'm hoping to book passage to Port Prosper, she says, slipping the watch away. I can, of course, pay. Offer her passage. Pay sounds promising. Yes. Thank you. A new passenger. Thank you. The locomotive I was on broke down following a boiler rupture. The chief engineer's fault. I expect a gentleman fonder of brandy than of diligence. Here, an initial sum to seal our bargain. Prosper lies to the southwest of New Winchester. Note that there is such a thing as north, south, east, and west out there. Instead, London cartographers picked 4 of the brighter, more relatable stars visible from Empress New Palace and named them north, east, south, and west. Londoners value familiarity. Alright, so that's confusing. So not that. I said note. It says not that there is such a thing as north, south, east, or west. So they just randomly put... Okay. Fastidious inspector. You're transporting a fastidious inspector to Port Prosper. You gain 50 sovereigns. Yay! I mean, it talked about the bazaar, but like, where's the bazaar? I don't know where the bazaar is, but I've done everything I can do. Okay. So, the way we go? Toot toot. Alright, we're set free. So, I don't know. We'll explore around and try not to die, I guess. Is there another port over here already? Oh no, we're not going there. That's where problems happen, isn't it? Oh wait, Victory Hall? Alright. I don't know if we need to go to Victory Hall. Alright, so we found the place though. Can I go under this? Yes, okay. I wasn't sure. It's a little confusing. We found another place already. What place is this? Company house. Okay. Curious how big this map is. Uh-oh, we got a freeze. The smog, the taste of smog, the sound of iron, and on iron, we are home. Alright, wait, what's with that searchlight? I not like that searchlight. Was that like a bigger train? Oh no. Is that a bigger train? What is that? Oh, what is it? Is that like a... Is that like a lighthouse? I don't know. We could have docked at those other ports, but I kind of wanted to just explore around for a little bit. See what we can find. Alright, the music's getting a little cuckoo pants now. I don't know why. A distant nebula shines on this place. Its light is as mellow as melted butter. Runes claw the sky, the work of giants. Okay. We found another place over here. What is this place? There's a dock captain. A signaler alerts the crew relieved at the thought of solid land. You have learned from your experience. Port Avon. I mean, do I need a dock here? I don't know if I need a dock here. There's something going on with the with my head in the right-hand corner of the screen. It's like glowing. I don't know what that means. Behold, a ruin of giants. Gargantuan blocks jigsaw together, furred with moss and whispering with orchids. A bucolic village nestled amongst them. Smoke coils daintily from the chimneys. A leisurely game of cricket unfolds on the village green. Disembark. A ramshackle dock juts into the sky beside a farmyard scattered with rusty locomotive parts, plating, piping, and chugging motor from its innards exposed. So did I like run out of gas? Is that is that fuel? Is that what I did? Your Port Avon welcome is now 3. I feel like I would have to play this game a lot longer than I have played it to really understand like everything. But I like that there's a lot of reading. I know it sounds weird, but I played games like this before, like, and I'm not talking about like Disco Elysium. I'm talking about like Siege of Avalon and other games that are almost like reading books, like choose your own adventure type things. There's a whole nother thing that I did that I have on my tablet that is basically 100% that. It's a kind of a choose your own adventure, reading a book with a little bit of like RPG, like the tiniest bit of RPG built in, or even like MUDs, like old school MUDs where like it was just words. Nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about. But if you happen to know what I'm talking about, bravo. An oily-faced, black-haired girl waves your locomotive into position. Welcome to Port Avon, she calls as you disembark. A rich knot of scent greets you, leaves and wood smoke enriched by an infrequent but pungent intrusion of goat. Port Avon welcomes new visitors, but your novelty wear off more time you spend there. When you visit in the future, you may need to bring something to keep them friendly. Oh, okay. Write a port report. The locals are willing to update you on the news, but there's not much to share. Port Avon spills prettily across the sections of colossal drifted ruins. Its orchards bask in evening gold light of distant nebula. Exploring Port Avon will wear down your welcome. Here you can restore it, allowing you to stay longer. Okay. We are not for talk of smugglers and sky beasts. You could easily confuse this place for a village on the world you left behind. It's quite peaceful here, apart from the fuss over a newspaper delivery. The villagers frowned and changed the subject when you asked about it. To earn rewards, hand your port reports to the indolent veteran or the prudent secretary. They are normally found at Victory Hall and Company House docks near New Winchester. However, they can move as the war in the Reach progresses. And unfortunately, I don't have anything else that I could do here. So I don't have anything else to do. Recruit a reputant devil. He's looking for passage. Port Avon supposed pretty. Repentant devil. Okay, what are you repentant for? He's looking for passage. He claims to be useful. He doesn't ask where you're headed. Officers require a sign-on fee. Offer him a berth. He's repentant. There can be no harm. This will give you a signaler who increases your iron by 2, your veils by 6, your affiliation academy by 1. I wish it told me, it just says it requires a fee, but I don't know if it's going to be the same fee every time. So sure. Alright, so that was 30. Alright, and then what else do I have to do? I undock because I don't see. Yeah, I'm almost out of supplies. That's what I thought. Nowhere in. Well, how do you get to the nowhere in? Okay, incident with the repentant devil. The newly acquired repentant devil is standing most unrepentantly over a body in the hallway. Inspected the deceased. You don't recognize him. Oh, repentant devil, what did you do? You haven't seen this person before. One of your crew? But the deceased is no one you know. A stranger on your locomotive. Peculiar luggage you brought on board, says one of the crew. When some others have gathered, wouldn't have thought it would fit in your little bag. First, clean up. It won't do to have the body in the hall. Then your repentant devil can explain himself. He's still got blood on his cuffs. Learning about the repentant devil, he's killed someone on board the locomotive. You need to understand why. Ask him about the recently departed officers who generate corpses and are a liability. Yeah, it's kind of a problem. Under pursuit. He was a stowaway, explains the devil indifferently. He's been stalking me for more than a month. I thought I'd lost him when I came aboard. Then he turned up in my quarters. From the body, he has lifted a clinking bag of souls. Perhaps he was sent to bribe me rather than kill me. He tilts his head to consider the soul collection. Apparently thinks I'm a cheap hire. If so, the devil's gate reverts to you. I regret to say this is probably not the last time this happens. I may be destined to attract negative attention. He's killed someone on board your locomotive. You've had words. He has been giving you meaningful glances. He must want something. Request for leave at Avid Horizon. He laughs when approached. Oh dear, a little obvious perhaps. His gaze is amused and flickers with intensity. I have an idea that might be beneficial for both of us. I'd like to improve the lives of the workers at home office on the Avid Horizon. If you don't mind permitting me a little shore leave. Devil will now generate news prospects at the Avid Horizon placed in the second mint there. Okay. And I don't really have anything else to do. Alright, so I'm confused though about faucets. What is faucets? Facets. Alright, I have leveled, take a facet. So this is like perks. Okay. Oh. Hold the line. Your order said you fought and bled on a foreign field far from home. Okay. An interlude in red and gold. You lost your mind once. They put you in a splendid hotel managed by cheery gentlemen who would determine when you could leave. Scar, you came close that day to death. It's left its mark. The judge, stony face, condemned you to New Newgate, a stalactite prison of old London. A scandal. You were the gossip of London saloons and the target of blistering editorials in the Gazette. Mad, they said. Bad, they said. Dangerous to know. Oh my god. Sure. Alright, I mean this is interesting for sure. So that was basically I leveled. The Green Village. How do I get to these other places? Oh my god, a stopped clock. The fastidious inspector approaches you in the galley. Captain, good day. I noticed your ship's clock has stopped. Perhaps you'd permit me to repair it. She has a little case of tools and a hopeful expression. Permit it. You prefer things to be right more than once a day. An opportunity for conversation. She gives a grateful flicker of a smile and sets to work. Soon she has the back of the clock and has spread tiny cogs across the gallery table. Obscure horological tools gleam brassily among them. Everything has a place. And everything has a place, and there's a place for everything. I appreciate the opportunity to keep myself busy. Staring too long at the stars is harmful to the temperament. Inquire about her work. Discuss the reach. Compliment her skills. Bid her adieu. You got work to do. Her hands are deft and sure. She polishes, she cleans, she reassembles. What are your duties as an agent of the horological office? Let's compliment her skills. Thank you, she says, a small, embarrassed smile. It's possible the inspector is pleased, but rather hard to tell. Inquire about her work. A higher calling, she sniffs. It is of fundamental importance that 10 o'clock on the 2nd of June is in one corner of the empire occurs at the same time as 10 o'clock on the 2nd of June in the opposite corner. How is an empire to function if it can't agree what day it is? Unfortunately, the process is complicated by the fact that time is less reliable than it was. An hour's trade has seen to that. I don't know what that means. As for news of London, as for news of hour's trade, compliment her skills. I mean, I could compliment her skills again? No, just repeating itself. I was curious. Like I thought it was weird it didn't go off the list. Oh god. I'm just gonna bid her good evening here and let her do her work. And to you, Captain, I think I shall make a cup of tea. Onward. Okay. So I don't know how often we're gonna get interrupted. I don't know how I'm supposed to get to some of these places. Like, the Green Village is right there, but, like, how do I get... I mean, I just smashed into the Green Village. How would I get to the Green Village? There's no dock. So I'm confused about that. I mean, I've just been going up for the most part because I don't know where I'm going. Oh, is it getting dark? Are we entering like a spooky area now? Oh, the music has changed. Yeah, we've not found any other crashed trains or anything else. I don't know, this looks extra dark. We're going dark. Wherever it's dark, that's where we're going. So the map seems impressively large. That's my that's my feeling on the subject so far. I mean, oh my god. Okay, so I didn't realize we could kind of really go out and take a look and see how big the map is. And it is big. But I am confused about some of those places that didn't have docks. Like, how would I get to those places? They're just there just to be there, but you can actually go there? So now I understand why the right corner was lit up, because I had leveled and I didn't realize that I had leveled. So that is my XP bar over there. Oh, we found some goodies. Let's go get them goodies. Go carefully. Marauders have made an encampment here, recess of the woods. Alright, well, I'm just trying to grab this stuff. Alright. So where are the marauders? Are marauders too tough for me? I don't want to get surprised. I was kind of looking for trouble, though, to be honest with you. I feel like that first fight was way too easy. Where are they? Oh no. Alright, their weapons are pretty slow though. He's trying to get close to me. That's what he's trying to do. Nope, get out of here. Nope. Not gonna do it. Not gonna let you. I'm gonna spin around and I'm taking you out, sucker. How many shots did this guy take? Buzz off. Oh, he bumped me. He bumped me. I mean, seriously, how many shots is this gonna take? Yeah, son! Ah, the Reach Marauder is defeated! You're prepared to board the buckled wreckage, poised to plunder the plunderers behind you. Someone is humming a victory song. We already did this. Oh, okay, this is different. The crew of the Marauder lie dead in the corridor, killed not by your guns, but by knives and small guns fired. The only survivor is the captain, locked in the brig with a bottle of brandy. Chalk eyes stare back from every wall. When they ran out of chalk, they began scraping them in with their fingernails. Little remains of them, but bloody stumps. Seen this before, Captain? Says a crew member, grasping your arm. Sky madness. Magdalene's can't treat it. If you can't be bothered to take... If you can be bothered... Magdalene's can treat it if you can be bothered to take the poor sod. Bring the poor fellow on board. High wilderness is cruel. This could easily be you one day. Put him out of his misery. Oh, I guess we'll take him. It's a terrible idea, but we'll do it. The crew wrap the Sky Madden Captain in blankets, then secure them tightly with belts. It takes 4 to transport him safely to your locomotive. He might not be happy restrained, but it should keep him from harm until you get to Magdalene's. Magdalene's lies southwest of New Winchester. The captain secured. You have a moment to see whether there's anything worth on his locomotive before abandoning it to the wilderness. Come on, give me some good stuff. You prepared to board the buckled wreckage, poised to plunder the... Alright, we already read that. Loot the hold, strip the engine for materials. I don't know. This time let's loot the hole. A clasp jewelry box. Something precious has been concealed. I gained some monies. Wait, what happened to all my monies? Why are my monies so low? Alright, well I guess it's good we got some monies, considering apparently I'm missing a bunch of monies. Alright, I mean at this point, I think we get the idea. It's fun, it's interesting, it's a lot of reading, it's a lot of story, so if that's something that interests you, then you will enjoy this. If this is something that does not interest you, then I imagine you would not enjoy this. This part of it is pretty basic in my opinion. It's relatively easy to control the train. It's relatively easy to fight. I imagine there'll be much more difficult fights as you progress and as you play more. Careful, Captain. And Junior Signaler says I've lost friends to marauders who hide in the woods. Well, I mean, yeah. We already fought some, unless you're saying more are gonna come. But with all that being said, oh, what's that? That's just a big creepy red thing. Is that a base though? Is there a place to dock there? Sometimes there is a place to dock. No? Well, that is a docking station, isn't it? What is this called? Hegenschmier? Can I dock here? Oh no, that's... Nope. Can't dock there. Is that a gun? Is that gonna shoot me? I don't know. This looks like a bad guy base. I don't know if I should be messing around over here. But with all that being said, this has been... What has it been? What's the name of this game? Skies? Something Skies? Sunless Skies. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Alex, the super scientist. This has been Sunless Skies, Sovereign Edition. I am Loki the Mad Titan. Loki the Mad Choo Choo Train. I bid you adieu. Goodbye and good night, captains. Thank you so very much for watching. Oh, oh, he's fast. He's fast. Where'd he go? I lost him. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, he's trying to smash me. Alright. You might get to see me die yet. Alright, come on. Come on. Play coy with me. Oh. Okay, but he doesn't have enough reach. Why is it telling me no? Hey, I did it again. I was trying to finish the episode up, but... Alright, well, this will be the last thing we do. The star-maddened explorer is defeated. The crew of this weathered engine had been driven mad by the winds and the stars and the things that haunt the sky. Loot the hold, of course. What could it be? A solid crate, stamped and carefully sealed. It's heavy as a dead man's weight. Death's bounty. A gunner sniffs just before the lid is wrenched open. Gunpowder, they assert, before assuming responsibility for opening. Once the lid has been carefully pried off, the case's gleaming arsenal of ammunition, sealed powders, and callous weaponry is laid bare. This will fetch a handsome price. The heavens do not lack for marauders. You now have one carefully packed crate of munitions. Alright. Well, as I was saying, this has been Sunless Skies, Sovereign Edition. Picked it up for free on Epic literally today. With all that being said, I bid you adieu, goodbye, and good night, captains. Thank you so very much for watching. Subscribe if you have not, or I will send choo-choo trains up your butthole. Have a good night. See ya.